So I'm going to talk about doing Uber Eats and DoorDash deliveries. So some of you probably wonder, when is the best time to do deliveries? Uber Eats has a great tool that you can use. It's this icon right here that kind of looks like bars. If you click on that, it's going to open something called hourly trends. It also shows like a map. You can see more if you select See Charts. What's nice is you can select the day of the week. I have Thursday selected. What I normally do is look at the area that I work in. So right now I'm looking at Thursday, and you can see that about 6 p.m. it's a little bit busy, but then it kind of dies down. Maybe people getting breakfast in the morning. And then 12 p.m. you see that it gets busy again, obviously for lunch. And then around 5 p.m. to 8 p.m. that's when it's the busiest. And it's normally because, people are getting off work, they go home, they're hungry, and, they want to order food. So let's take a look at Friday. You might notice that Friday is a little bit busier in certain places, especially around this area, Deer Valley. It's busy from 5 p.m. to 3 a.m. So certain areas will be busier than others. Let's take a look at Saturday. You can see Saturday is like busy most of the day. And let's look at Sunday. So Sunday is similar to Saturday, so it's busy most of the day. And look at these areas, these are busy like almost all day. So you notice that like on the weekdays, it's busier at night when people are getting off work. And then weekends is busy like most of the day because people normally don't work on the weekends. The only problem that you might face is since it's the weekend, you might have more delivery drivers out there that you're competing with. Probably the same thing in the evenings. It's busy, people are getting off work, and some people do DoorDash and Uber Eats as a second job. So you could be competing with other drivers then too. You also need to consider the time of year. I've noticed that during the summer, the orders appear a little bit slower. During the summer, people go out on vacation, they travel, and that could be one reason why you don't see many orders coming through. Another reason is there's a lot of delivery drivers. College students and teachers, they're off during the summer, which means, they might need extra money. So they probably do DoorDash or Uber Eat deliveries. So that's probably one reason why there's not that many orders, because there's too many drivers. And then summer is a time when people like to do picnics, barbecues, festivals. So a lot of people are out doing other things and they're not ordering food. So what can you do to help with this? So you can do multi-apping. So I do both DoorDash and Uber Eats. Before I start deliveries, I turn on Uber Eats and DoorDash, and then I wait for orders. So whichever one gives me the better order, I accept it, and then I turn off the other app. Once I finish a delivery, then I turn both apps back on. So another good time that you might get a lot of orders is when there's bad weather conditions. So people stay inside, they don't want to go out, so they order food. Then there's local events, let's say like concerts or sport games. You might get a lot of orders or you may not. One reason, let's say there's a big like a sports game, like I don't know, NFL. There's people there watching the game, but then there's people at home watching the game. Usually the people at home, they have parties and then they order food. I think a bad time to do deliveries is during like rush hour traffic. The reason why is you have to drive through that traffic sometimes, and that slows you down doing deliveries. Usually where I work, the traffic starts to die down after 6 p.m. A good time of day to do deliveries is during lunch breaks. Especially if you're near businesses, because a lot of times businesses like to get food catered and they order it. So you might be delivering catered food. And usually those are larger orders, meaning bigger tips. And then you might see more orders when Uber Eats and DoorDash are running promotions. So if you go to the Uber Eats app, and you see that there's like a promotion here, get $5 off of $20 for Wingstop. So if you see something like this, maybe you want to be near Wingstop, and then you'll get orders from there. Then you see other ones like Wing Street, and then there's Denny's, spend $30 and you save $8. And then you see these deal drops on DoorDash, like they have $0 delivery fees. Or you'll see deals like this, like get 50% off of 3 orders. So I recommend that you download the Uber Eats app and the DoorDash app, the customer version, that they use to order food. Look at that and see, which restaurants have like promotions, or what type of promotions Uber Eats or DoorDash has. That will give you an idea, which restaurants you should hang close to, because you might get a lot of orders from that particular restaurant. Holidays is another good time to do deliveries because people are at home and maybe they might prefer not to cook, so they order food. If you do deliveries, let's say like near a college or university, the best time to do deliveries is at night or the weekends. The reason why you don't want to do it like in the mornings or in the afternoons on the weekdays is because traffic could be really bad, especially at colleges. Students are trying to get to school because some don't stay at the dorm. Some like stay at home with their parents or apartments, and they're trying to get to school. So there's really bad traffic in the morning, and then also the evenings or afternoons, because they're going home. So you want to avoid rush hour traffic because that's going to slow down your deliveries. So the best time to do the deliveries at school or colleges is at night and the weekends. Another thing to pay attention to are the restaurant hours. Like for example, Chick-fil-A, they're normally closed on Sunday, so you're not going to get any orders from them. If you're working like late, you want to look at the hours of each restaurant and make sure you're only working when they're open. Another thing you can do is look at the DoorDash app, and you can see where it's busy and basically work in those areas. Same thing for Uber Eats, just like look around and see, where is it lit up, which area is busy. So that's what you look for. So if you have any questions, you can leave a comment, and then I'll try to answer when I can. And if you like this video, give me a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you want to see more videos like this. And if you're interested in doing Uber Eats, there's a QR code you can scan. Here's the QR code, and thanks for watching.